Hey Facebook, happy Wednesday evening to you guys. I have a little fun quiz that I want to do with you and invite for you guys to come on, and as you come on, say hello. And I'm going to be asking you guys some questions and hoping that you can give me some feedback. My name is Jennifer Allwood, which most of you know because you're here. And I teach women how to decorate their homes, how to create a beautiful home, and how to build a creative business. So the other day on my Facebook page, I did a Facebook post and I said, hey, answer this question for me. What would be the one thing you would need to start your own business? Like, it was a blank. Like, I would start my own business if only I had blank. Blank. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Caitlin. And I was shocked because almost 400 of you responded immediately. And I was like, whoa, that was quick. Okay. And literally I went down through every single answer. Hey, Anne-Marie. And I'm like, what the heck? And so we are putting together a course, let me just say that, to help walk a bunch of you through the initial steps. But I need your help, some feedback on here so that you can kind of help me design this thing, because I have a quiz. I have a quiz of some things that I've noticed as a pattern. I have coached over 1,000 women in the last 4 years in terms of growing their business. So, growing their brick and mortar business. If they are creative entrepreneurs, maybe they paint things in their community, maybe they have a store, or coaching the ones that are already doing things and trying to transition their business to online, okay? So I've got all of these women that I coach, and I can kind of see some patterns that have established. And sometimes I'll hear that, they're not in business anymore and they decided to go a different direction, and that's not really going the way they thought it was going to. And it always comes back to some, like, 8 things. 8. There you go. And I had to literally count my fingers. And so take this test with me, will you guys? And help me to just kind of see if I'm on the right path here, which I know that I am, but I'd like to get some feedback from you, okay? So if you guys are at all thinking that you could maybe start a small business, I want you to comment yes, or put the little emoji with the hand raised or whatever, okay? And then here we go. Here are 8 ways that you're gonna make it as an entrepreneur, okay? We're gonna put the positive twist on it. If you have the majority of these 8 things, baby, you're golden, all right? So number 1, are you a self-starter, okay? Are you highly self-motivated and very disciplined without somebody standing behind you and prodding you belong? Like cattle. I'm an Iowa girl. And I know that the lighting is really weird right in front of this window, and I apologize that I look angelic almost. And so if you are a self-starter who does not need a lot of discipline, that's a sign that you could make it as an entrepreneur. The reason is, when you are self-employed, ain't nobody over you telling you when you've got to do things. I can remember 20 years ago when I sat in a cubicle and was dying at a 9-to-5 job. Like, literally, I think I could have died there. I had my Nextel baby and my pantyhose, and I felt fancy, but I could not stand what I was doing. I couldn't stand being locked in a building and watching the clock, because I can't leave until 5. I got my work done by 2:30, but heaven forbid we leave before 5. Oh my gosh, just shoot me. Shoot me is how I felt. And so, when you work in a 9-to-5, you're used to somebody telling you, this is what you need to do. This is your sales quota. This is, the things that are expected of you. This is what you need to do all the time to get a raise. When you're self-employed, ain't none of that happening. And so you have to be so self-motivated and so self-disciplined. I can always tell, because discipline shows up in other areas of people's world. You can't be a super disciplined business owner who gets crap done and be sloppy in all these other areas of your life. So usually I'll see discipline in a lot of different areas. They're disciplined with their money. They're disciplined with their time. They're disciplined in their eating. They're disciplined with their fitness, and they're also disciplined in their business. And that's always a sign that they have a really great chance of making it as an entrepreneur. So number 1, if you're a self-starter, say, yes, that's me. Yes, that's me. That'll help me. Number 2, do you like / heart emoji, all the hearts, social media? Okay? Because here's the deal. You can grow your business the fastest, the quickest, in the most powerful way if you love social media. If you are like, I hate getting on Facebook, Instagram, what the heck is Twitter face? Jason and I make up names. Instaface, Twittergram. If you hate social media, your business is going to just grow way slower. It's just a fact. And I don't like to hear the excuse, well, it's because I'm older. Friends, I'm 45. So if I can figure out Instagram, you can figure out Instagram too. But if you're somebody that loves social media, let me just give you a little tip here, okay? Write this down. Lean in, babes. Lean in, ladies. I'm going to tell you something, okay? You don't have to be the most talented at what you do. But if you're good on social media, it'll look like you're the most talented. And having an amazing social media following will trump all of that talent. I promise you. It's marketing. It comes down to marketing. And social media is marketing. So if you love social media, raise your hand and say, I love social. All right? And that will help me. Okay, number 3. Yay, Rachel. Good. I'm so glad that it's done amazing things for you so far. Number 3 way that you know you're going to make it as an entrepreneur. Number 3, you understand the long haul vision. You understand that your business is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay, because so many times people will want results overnight, all right? And what's that saying that, you know, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success? I think people think that maybe that could potentially be a little bit of my situation. Girls, it's not. I have been running the Magic Brush for 17 years. I have been on Facebook as a business, I think, for 7 years, and I've only really started taking it seriously in the last 4. And so it takes time, consistency, day in and day out and day in and day out. So if you're a quick fix person, it's going to be harder for you to be an entrepreneur because you've got to be able to see the long-term vision and where your business is headed and make decisions based on long-term goals and not what's sitting right in front of you. So are you a marathoner or a sprinter? I want to know. There's a little emoji. I think my biz buddy, Carrie Rabena on here just put, was that you, Carrie? The little person running. Let me know if you're a marathoner or a sprinter. I want to know. That'll help. Number 4 way that you can know if you can make it as an entrepreneur. Are you willing to invest some money, especially up front, in the things that matter, like a website? Like a website. Okay, and so you can get a website developed, you guys, for under $1,000. So I'm not talking about taking out a loan for like $5,000. That's not what I'm talking about. If you are willing to invest a little bit of money, you guys know that Facebook is free, right? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, for the best free advertising ever. But you will have to invest some money in some things like a website because you can't just put all of your eggs in Facebook's basket. You can't. You have to have some place that you can sell whatever it is that you're peddling, whatever it is that you're making, whatever it is that you're creating. There has to be someplace else besides Facebook that you can do this. And so are you willing to invest a little bit of money? I'm not saying bajillions, but I'm saying a smidgen, my friends, because if you don't have any money at all, like any, you've got zilch, you've got $100 you could maybe spare, it's going to be very difficult to get your business up and off the ground. Like literally, it's going to be so much harder. So if you are willing to invest a little bit of money up front for your future, comment, count me in. Count me in. Tammy says she's a slow walker. It's okay, babe. Slow and steady wins the race. Any motion, Tammy, is forward motion, especially in a business. Okay, you know, it's like your faith walk. You know, you're never really staying the same. You're either backsliding, baby, or you're growing. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing in your business. Sue says, I really do have the pig behind me. Here's why, Sue. I can't decide if we're still in limbo. We'll know here shortly if we're going to be putting our house up for sale. And until then, I just don't feel like hanging the pig. So the pig's going to sit there and he's going to mock me and it's going to be awesome. Point number 5, a way to know if you can make it as an entrepreneur. Are you ready? You're not a control freak. Ooh, I said that. You're not a control freak. I left any control freaky tendencies that I had. I literally laid those down at like age 30. For real. They weren't serving me well. They weren't serving me well. If you're a person that has to be in control of every single situation, you can grow a business a little bit and then you're stuck. And then you're stuck. And that is the honest to goodness truth. Because as soon as your business starts getting a little bit of momentum, it's like when you're running up a hill. Well, let's do a bicycle. Bicycling up a hill, you crest, and then you get that momentum. You are going to crest in your business. And when you crest, baby, you need a whole lot more people around you. Right, Misty? I lost all control 3 kids ago, too. you're going to have to start outsourcing things. You can't do all the things. I tell the women in my coaching group every month, don't think that you can keep cleaning your house. You can't. You can't. You can't be 100% wife, 100% mom, 100% business owner and still get any sleep. Okay, something's got to give somewhere. And house cleaning is going to be one of them. And you can pay somebody to clean your house in twice the amount of time, and you can go make double the money on your computer while they're there cleaning. And so if you are somebody that is a control freak that cannot stand the idea of anybody else, doing anything in your business, checking your emails, helping with your shipping, helping you with social media, any of that, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to grow a business. So are you a control freak? And if so, go ahead and put control freak. And if not, I want you to put no, not me. That'll be awesome. I love it. I'm thinking of these little things as I go, by the way. I mean, not the 8 things, but I'm thinking of how you can comment. So point number 6. People calling me. Why are you calling me in the middle of the Facebook Live? I'm so sorry. Point number 6, a way that you can test on this little quizzy quiz if you can make it as an entrepreneur, if you are cut out for being a small business owner. Do you make quick decisions or do you overthink things? Because if you're a quick decision maker, and I'm not talking about being, irresponsible, okay? I'm not talking about irresponsibility. I'm talking about, do you overthink things to death, or when opportunities come your way, do you make decisions? I had to make some decisions today on something silly, and it's funny, but I was thinking about this, on some graphics for my business, okay? And I was sent 3 of them. Now, some of you, if you were sent 3 things to decide on, you were all like, I like all 3 of them. Like, they're all 3 kind of pretty. I don't know, and it would take you a week. It would take you a week to try to decide which one to go with. I don't do that. I sent a message back to her within 30 minutes. Decision made. Could be the wrong one, but I'm all about making a quick decision. Tammy Holes, you are a quick decision maker. You were one of the first people that signed up for my live event in Kansas City. I'm like, that's my girl. That's my girl. Tammy Holes is a quick decision maker. And I see it in your business all over the place, Tammy, and I'm so proud of you. So I'm seriously so proud of you for that. If you overthink things, business will be tougher for you, because a lot of business is making gut decisions on which way to go. And trust me, you're going to have decisions all day, every day. And so if you're somebody that's like, dang, I get caught up on the small stuff. I get caught up on the little details. What color should I put on my website? What picture should I use for my Facebook page? A lot of those things do not matter. They're put in front of you a lot of times. They require a quick decision, but you're distracted by them. And then you get into this tailspin where you can't ever decide and you can't move forward. And so indecision really is difficult as a business owner. And so that was point number 6. So do you overthink things, or are you a quick shooter? Let's do that. If you're a quick shooter, I want you to say quick shooter. I'd love to see that. All right, number 7. I rephrased my wording here, okay? I thought I need to just make this a little more delicate. At first on number 7, I wrote that you know that you will be cut out for business and being a small business owner if you don't really care what other people think. And then I crossed that out and I edited it. Edit, and I retyped. That you continue on with your business regardless of other people's opinions. That's a softer, sweeter, more Jennifer way of putting things. I candy coat things a little bit, okay? My husband's a straight shooter all the time, like no nonsense, gives it to you like it is. Baby, do these pants make me look chunky? Yes, they do. Okay, then now I'm sucking my thumb in a corner. Like, that's who I'm married to, you know? He will tell me the truth. By the way, that never happens. I mean, yes, I look chunky in pants, but I never ask him because I know he'll tell me the truth, all right? So I'm talking about friends and family, complete strangers, online bullies who have an opinion about your business, okay? Because you are going to get opinions. And it's amazing because what'll happen is your business starts growing. And when it's a baby business, like, everybody's fine. They're fine with you playing around. And then you start actually making money and it becomes a little more legit. And then people start getting some opinions. And when too many people around you start getting opinions, you start getting nervous. And so I have seen and I've personally experienced, and that's exactly it. Who just said that? Carrie, yes, fear of man is no bueno. That the people who are like, okay, I've got all these opinions around me, but I know God's plan for my life. I know the course that he has set before me. I am running my own stinking race because someday when I get to heaven, I'm accountable for what I'm doing here. And all these people with opinions, they don't matter. They don't matter. And so if you're somebody that really is a serious people pleaser and other people's opinions of you and what you're doing matter greatly to you, it's going to get harder and harder and harder to grow your business. It's just the way that it is. And it's unfortunate, but this is just one of the 7. I see it over and over in the over 1,000 women that I've had a chance to work with in the last few years. If people are they get really wounded and aren't able to continue even when wounded, a lot of times they'll shut down and back off their business, and then their business just kind of falls off the cliff. So are you someone who can continue regardless of other people's opinions? Yes or no? I'll let you answer that for me. And number 8, are you a problem solver or a problem teller? Are you someone who constantly goes to other people and talks about problems? Why something won't work, why you're stuck here, why you could never possibly, get an accountant for your business, why you can't change your business name, why you can't get off Etsy and get your own website, why you can't start a Facebook business page. I mean, if you're one of those people that's constantly talking about why you can't do something, because you're going to have all sorts of things that come up in your business where you are met with challenges. And if you're someone that consistently sees the glass half empty, it's going to be so much harder for you. If you're somebody that constantly looks at challenges and is like, all right, maybe it's never done like this before, but I'm not afraid to be the first. Maybe I don't know how to do this now, but I'm stinking smart enough, I'm about to figure it out. If you look at other people and go, you know what? God is no respecter of persons. What he did for that person's business, he can do for my business as well. And even though I may not know as much, I can still start making decisions and walking in that path. So if you're somebody that just constantly finds the problem, it's going to be so much harder for you to be successful in business than if you consistently find solutions on how to make it work. I used to have someone work for me years ago, and I swear, every job, well, this ladder isn't going to work because of this. Well, why did you get this kind of paint? Well, we can't do this layer on the faux finish because of X, Y, Z. It would wear me out, you guys. It would wear me out because I'm a glasses half full kind of girl. I'm a glass is 3/4 of the way full and it's got a glitter rim and it's got a pretty straw. I'm a glass is 3/4 of the way full with a glittered rim and a pretty straw and it's on a gorgeous tray and it's being served up by, I don't even know what. And so it wears on me to see people who are consistently focused on the why they can't. Because if you're a why I can't type of person, owning a business is going to be so much harder. So out of the eight things, somebody tell me, how did you do? How did you do? Because if you are someone that all 8 of those, you're like, you know what? I do like social media. I'm a long haul girl. The more of those 8 qualities that you possess, the better chance you have of your business being incredibly successful. Like not just mildly successful, but incredibly successful. And I mean that. And so, business is a lot like giving birth at times, and it's there's painful periods. And you know how when you had your kids, like you quickly forget and you get pregnant again. It's just what we do. But business is the same thing. There will be so many times when you want to quit in the middle of your business, and all of those 8 qualities, if you have, are going to keep you going on the days when you feel like just being in the fetal position, sucking your thumb, and giving up. Absolutely, Anna. There is no turning back for you, girlfriend. Donna's 8 for 8. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. There are going to be times when you want it to quit. If you have all of those 8, you have such a greater chance, though, of being able to make it. Now, listen, even though we're old dogs, some of us, you can learn new tricks. Even if you're somebody who is currently a control freak, there are ways of getting around that, okay? There are ways of training yourself to think different, to behave different. Listen to podcasts, read books, get around groups of people who behave like you want to behave, who are doing in business what you want to be doing in business. Link arms with other people that, the saying is that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Okay. And so if the 5 people you spend the most time with are all control freaks who all overthink things, who are all in it for the sprint and who hate social media, baby, you're in trouble. You're in trouble because that's who you're hanging out with. And so you've got to find 5 people that you can be the average of who are, doing similar things to what you're doing, or they're even one step ahead of you or a couple steps ahead of you that you can try to keep up with, that you can totally try to keep up with. For those of you who don't have a business yet, but you've got a business idea and you've got this idea and you want to have this business baby, I am launching a course next month. It'll be towards the end of June. And it's called the Creators Roadmap. And you can go to creatorsroadmap.com and just get on the waiting list for when that launches. And I'm only going to be taking 20 to 30 people to go through that course because it's a test course. So I'm going to be pricing it like ridiculously low and then relaunching it sometime in the fall. And so go get on that waiting list because I'm only going to be allowing 20 to 30 people to come into that class with me. And I'm going to teach you from the point of idea, how you can test the idea, how you can make the idea a reality, how you can get your Facebook page for your business, how you can launch the website for your business. And by the way, you ain't gonna launch it yourself. You're gonna hire somebody to do it. How you can start working your social media, the things that you need to do, in terms of an accountant and those sort of things. I'm gonna walk some of you through because out of the 400 people that answered that question for me, I would say a good portion of them should be going into business and they're worried about the absolute wrong things. And their fears are misplaced and they're not valid. And I want to help at least 20 to 30 of them get off the ground with something so that they quit just talking about it and thinking about it and actually start doing it. So anyway, I would love to take you, Misty. Go to creatorsroadmap.com and just put your name on the waiting list. I will be sending out just the shortest survey because I will have more than just 20 or 30 people try to sign up for this. I know I will. And I'm going to be very particular about the people that I'm going to let into that first group with me because it's going to be so important that they help me develop the full full course for fall. Diane, I'm going to talk not about financing a business, but I'm going to talk about finding people that help you with those sorts of things. I stay in my lane, baby. I don't know anything about financing. I don't know anything about that, so that's something I won't cover, but I'll talk to you about how to find the people. Because here's the deal. You only know what you know. You only know what you know, and there's no way you can know the things that you don't know, but you got to find somebody that knows the things that you don't know. And I will help you find those people. And just tell you who to look for in your inner circle, who in your own little Facebook, is a great place to just ask, does anybody know somebody that does this? So anyway, there you go, my friends. That is all I have. Let me put in the comments here for those of you who do want to get on that waiting list and just be notified when I launch that. There you go. There you go. Hey, look at, I did my own little comment there. Hi, Casabella. I'm glad that you're here. All right, guys. For those of you who got 8 out of 8, I hope that you already have a business. I seriously hope you did because these are all the qualities that I see that when they're consistent, day after day, week after week, month after month, showing up in their business, like there's no stopping them. There's no stopping them. So bless you guys for being here. Apparently, I need to take the kids shopping because apparently tomorrow's the last day of school and we need teacher gifts. And I'm thinking, did we not know this was the last day of school for like the last 9 months? But we waited till the last minute. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'll be back again tomorrow, okay? Bless you guys. Have a good night.